Hey, you want to start having leads come to you instead of you chasing them all day, sending DMs and all that? In this video, I'm going to share with you my LinkedIn methods to book calls with zero efforts. They just show up in my calendar without me doing anything at all. I just set up the system and people are attracted to it. They come to me. I'm going to show you how. And if you stay until the end, you'll even learn a new method I've developed to take this system to a whole new level. So if you're still spending all day sending connection requests, getting them refused, sending DMs to potential clients, and getting ignored, you might even book one or two calls this way, but actually what you're doing, you're just burning through your connection list, and you're burning through all these people. They just don't want to be pitched. Nobody likes to be reached out to be pitched, and that's not the purpose of LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a network, is a place to network, it's a social platform to network with other professionals. If you just keep sending connection requests and pitching to people, they just don't want to hear from you, and you're losing a lot of opportunities. All right, so let's get straight to it. This is a 3-step process. Step number 1 is send those leads to your land. You want to take them off LinkedIn and send them to your land. But how are you going to do this? If you're not going to do anything, if you're not going to be doing anything, they're going to be coming and you want your profile to redirect them to your land. So where do you want them? You want them in your email list. If you want to know exactly how this is done, the email list part, you're going to find a video somewhere around here or where I explain exactly how to get people to your email list. All right, so how does this look like, sending them to your land? You're going to offer something very attractive to them, something that when you know who your ICP is, when you know who your person is, who your ideal client is, or your dream client, you know exactly what they need. You know exactly what they want. So you have your offer in place, your service, your product, whatever you're selling. First, you give them something that makes sense in this journey, a quick win, right? You've probably heard of the concept of lead magnets. That's what we're going to give here, but it's a proper lead magnet. We're not just going to give a freebie. A lot of people use the word freebie. That's not what we're doing here. We're going to give them something that is very useful in their journey. Let's see how this works. So if you look here in my profile, I have the test your lead attraction school, your lead attraction on LinkedIn. Right? So I have a tool that scores how well is your system set up to attract leads to you. So exactly what I'm teaching you here, this tool gives you a score, and then I give you a guide that helps you optimize this. I have another tool, which is the marketing diagnostics tool, which points out exactly where you should be working out your marketing to get more clients. Right? So these are 2 lead magnets. They don't need to be this well crafted. Most of the times, if you're creating content on LinkedIn, more often than not, just a simple carousel or your best post repurposed and formatted in a different way is enough. What you have to craft it is in a way that makes it very appealing, that solves a problem, solves a specific, very, very small problem, and very quick, and gives them a very quick win. Now you have a lead magnet in place. How are you going to deliver it? You have a landing page. That's where you're going to redirect everybody through your profile. You're going to send them to this landing page. Let's say, for example, for one of my tools, this is how the landing page looks, right? So quickly double your business with this one tweak. If you click here, in less than 5 minutes, this audit tool will show you which of the 5 marketing essentials is holding your business back the most. So if you click here, then this will take you to this tool. The other one is just this one. It's just a simple text page where what's my lead attraction score. It asks you a few questions, you give the answers, and then it asks to subscribe to my email list. You can use it freely. You're still going to get the results before subscribing, and what I do is I offer an extra lead magnet. That would be the actual lead magnet, not the tool. The tools are free and ungated. So what I give in the back end is a guide, and that's what actually attracts people to my email list. You have your lead magnet, you have a landing page where you get people to subscribe to your list to get that lead magnet, and now your profile is sending them there, right? Now, one of the most important things that you want here is to take care of well, have your profile well optimized. So make sure your banner is telling people exactly what you do, your headline explains exactly what you do and how they can benefit of what you're offering. Now you have this link here that you can take advantage of. This is the first opportunity to send people to your landing page, right? Which will then get them to subscribe to your email list. So step number 1 is to create a landing page and your email and your lead magnet that gets people to subscribe to your email list, right? Now, step number 2 is to optimize your profile as a landing page itself with the objective of getting people to click to go to your next page, which is the page that gets them to subscribe. Obviously, you can't get people to subscribe to your email list directly on LinkedIn, but LinkedIn gives you these 3 opportunities to take them out of the platform. So this link up over here, you can have a custom button if you have a premium profile. I don't even use it and I have premium. So it's not necessary, and in fact, I do think those links are better. Now you have the 2 featured links here that you can use as well, either 1 big one or 2 if you have. I mean, in my case, I use 2, but both of them lead to my email list. All right, so now this covered step 1 and step 2. And now we're going to step 3, which is the number 1 and the most important thing you want to do. After all of this is optimized to get people to go to where you want them to go, now you need to get their attention. You need traffic, right? What is usually in marketing is called traffic. You want people to visit your profile, right? So you can see that I have 1,077 profile views in the last 90 days. How do you get this to happen? There are various ways of getting people to visit your profile. So they get curious once they see you in the feed. So how do you appear in their feed? First, you can create content that will show up to your audience. Start building an audience. Those people will read your posts. They will consume your video or your slide deck, whatever you decide to create and post here. If you start building an audience, they will see it, and this will make them curious and visit your profile, right? Even better than this, and most people think that content is the ultimate way to get clients on LinkedIn. It is. It warms them up. It tells them about what you do. You can be telling them about the results you get for other clients. So this is very important. But ultimately, you want to move them to your email list, because it's in their email list that you're going to make the sales. And if somebody tells you that they're making sales on LinkedIn, it's just not enough. If you start building the email list, those people are always ready to buy from you. So you might not sell with 1 email, you might not sell with 2, but eventually they will buy. They will always be subscribed to your email list, and they're ready to, whenever you offer a promotion, whenever you need more clients to close the month, you can just send them an email to your email list and say, all right, I'm lowering my prices for this month for a special promotion, for a special situation, whatever you're running. So email list, always. So now we talked about creating content. The second part is writing comments on other people's content. This is the ultimate way to get people to visit your content. Why? Let me show you here. So when you go on the feed, what do you see? You start scrolling and you see posts from other people, right? So you see those who you follow, those who you are connected with, their content shows up on your feed, right? That's what I'm seeing here. Now you see sponsored posts. Now what else is going to show up on your content? Look at this. Someone that I'm connected to clicked like on this post. I am not even connected to this person or following them, right? But I'm seeing it in my feed because someone in my network interacted with this post. What else do we have? Look at this. This girl commented on this post. Not only is this post brought to my feed because I'm connected to her, but also I see her comment right here. This comment is showing up on my feed to me and to all the person, to all the people, to all the network that this guy has, right? So comment. Who do you want to be commenting on? You want to make a list of people who fit your ICP. You want to make a list of thought leaders in your industry. Why? Because your ideal client is going to be there as well. He's going to be reading that post, reading that, and probably even leaving a comment. And if you show up there with your comment, you are showing up to most of their network as well. So that's making you visible. What happens then? Now you see a comment and this comment draws your attention. Now the next thing you see is the first part of the headline. So make sure this initial part of your headline, of your bio, or however you want to call it, is enticing enough to make people curious to click through to see your profile, because that's what you're looking for. You want visits to your profile. So everything you're going to do on LinkedIn is to get those visits to your profile. So now you're commenting on your thought leaders in your industry, people who match your ICP, and even, last but not least, indirect competitors. You can even go to direct competitors, but be very careful with what you comment. And now, don't just comment randomly. Leave thoughtful comments about what's being said, about what the person posted. Remember one thing. One thing is when you post your own content, you decide what to write about. Now, when you're showing up on other people's comment section, what you're doing is you are addressing the topic at hand. So they are the ones who chose the topic. They are giving their opinion. So you're going to be respectful. And if you have something to add, add. If you don't, just scroll to the next one, try the next one. That's how I do it. The last thing I want to suggest is for visibility, for getting people to visit your profile, is events. The audio events specifically are happening on LinkedIn all the time. Myself, with my friend Darren Palatina, we run an audio event every week. If you go into one of these events, you know that those people who are in the event, they are interested in the subject at hand. So if you join the right event, you know that everybody there, everybody attending it, are probably related to what you do as well, or are interested in what you do as well, if it's an interesting topic for you, right? All right, so that's how you get clients to come to you. When you have an offer in place, something very attractive that is just there in front of people, you just need to get them to see that. So what your offer is well positioned in your profile. You get people to see that offer by getting them to click through, by becoming visible to them through comments, posts, events, engaging with people, but really engaging with them. So you become visible. They see your name, they see the first part of your headline, they get curious, they click through, they visit your profile. Now that they're visiting your profile, if it's well optimized, it's leading them to the next step. Now they're subscribing to your email list. Now what do I do? When they subscribe to my email list, when someone subscribes to my email list, what I do is there is a sequence of automated emails that goes out. And on those emails, I offer to book a call with me. And more often than not, people take the offer. In fact, just 2 weeks ago, I had the whole week booked out and I did nothing. People just subscribed to my email list and they ended up booking a call with me through the automated emails, right? So that's the system I use. Now I'm going to show you exactly the new method I've been developing to boost this activity, to become visible to even more people, start creating more connections who might be interested in what I do. You go here to the search bar, and what you choose the area of your ICP. Let's say that you're targeting coaches, like I am, for example, coach. You press enter, and you're going to receive a lot of results. You're going to receive services and all of that. What we want is people, so we're going to click on people here in the filters. Now it's 4 million, almost 5 million results here. We go to all filters, click on all filters, and we're going to choose. Personally, my ideal client is in the United States or even in the United Kingdom. These people, I don't mind where they work. I don't mind the past companies, the current companies, the school industry. Let's say that now I want to target specifically business consulting and service coaches, right? Or professional training and coaching, it doesn't matter. Profile language English, I'm going here with service category. Now you can play around with this. You see how many results you get. If you have too little, too many, add, remove filters, right? So leadership development, let's go with this. Service categories, leadership development, and I'll show results. Let's see what we get here. Now we get 9,000 results. I want a bit more than this, and I'm going to show you why. So I'm going to remove this last filter, the leadership development, and I'm going to go without the category. Now I have 100,000 results. Here's what I'm going to add. When I go back to all filters and I add followers of Justin Welsh. Why? And this is a very important one. I know that Justin Welsh creates content around the fact of being a solopreneur, and he's teaching people how to become their own business owners, how to create their own businesses. So, and he bases this on the creation of content. So that's one of the things I know he teaches, creating content specifically on LinkedIn or on X. So here's what we're going to do. When we ask to see result followers of Justin Welsh, we know that most of these people are probably actively creating content. So they are relevant for us to be commenting on their posts because they have content. So look at this. Now with what I chose, I have 2,200 results. So now let me show you exactly what I do with this. I will go into each and every one of these profiles. What I do is I take note of everyone I'm interested in. So let's say I check this girl, Dragana, and I go, first thing I do is I check how often she posts. So she posted 1 month ago. I would prefer to go first for people who are more actively posting, let's say almost every day. Let's say, for example, Chad Fox has only 300 followers, right? So if you start commenting on his posts, you're going to get a lot of attention. He doesn't have comments on his posts. He has two comments. So if you leave a comment here, he's definitely going to pay notice to you, and he's very likely going to visit your profile and see what you do. Now, I want to show you the last little trick here. This is an important one. Now you can save this to your Notion, you can save their profile, you can do whatever you want. You can start following them to see what they post. What I choose to do is I add them to Folk. So I have the Folk extension installed, and now with this extension, you can also use it here. You can pull it up from the right hand corner here, you see. And this button shows up when you have the Folk extension installed. So check it out, Folk, and it's free to start using. There's a limit of contacts in the free version, but you can start playing around with this. Now you add them to Folk, and here's what you're going to do. Let's say I would add Chad Fox to coaches. Now he's been added. All right, so here's my Folk account, and I have created this specific pipeline. Usually pipelines are used in sales. I use them for relationships on LinkedIn. So this is what I do with it. Chad has just appeared here in the no status. Now if I leave a comment, I'm going to move him to engagement started. This is a pipeline, just like a sales pipeline. I use it for relationship building. I move Chad over here, and what happens is now I started engaging. If Chad engages back with me, I'm going to move him here to engagement reciprocated. And eventually we're going to move this to DMs, and we're going to start talking to each other. And if he qualifies as a prospect, I move him there, right? And he's going to come and visit my profile. He might end up booking a call with me on his own because I have all this system in place. Alright, so this is exactly my system to get people to come to me. As you see, my account is not that big. I have 2,000 followers and people still book calls with me weekly. And then a few of them become clients, the others don't. This is my complete attraction system on LinkedIn. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe so you get more of this, so you learn more of this, of these tricks and inbound systems, how to get people to come to you, to subscribe, to qualify themselves as leads. Check out the other videos in the channel. Give it a like if you found this video useful, and I'll talk to you soon.